My friend Rianne had been doing their own undercut at home, and I offered them a free haircut if I could get a video, and I had a little bit of creative freedom, so I'll go over what we did. I made a new section for the disconnected area and went over it with a number 3, and I left length in the sideburn area because that's usually what I do when I have creative freedom. Behind the ear is grown out from a buzz, so it was a lot shorter than the rest of the back, and they were okay with going quite a bit shorter on the back, so I just used that as a guide, and that was how I determined the length for the back. Sometimes you don't tell the hair what length to be. Sometimes it tells you, and that first subsection turned into my traveling guide for the graduation in the back. After I do the same on the other side, I pull down my triangle section underneath the crown, and I'm connecting that to what I cut underneath it. This subsection in the middle will become my traveling guide to work outwards to either side. And you might notice I'm angling out a bit more because I do want to build up some weight over the occipital bone area, and then I'm over directing each subsection back to the previous section. It will be about 2 sections on either side till I start running out of hair. Then I comb that half of the section out to the hair I cut previously, and I use that as a guide to connect it using a little bit of elevation so it doesn't fall too heavy. Now, using that same guide, I follow it around to the sides, and I'm using more elevation because I want it to fall softer over the buzzed area. The hair in the fringe area doesn't have any hair underneath it to lay over, so to balance it out, I'm pulling it down to practically 0 elevation, and then point cutting to prevent making a harsh line that we would just have to take out later. And if I did everything correctly, I should have an easy time connecting it in the middle of the fringe. Then I split the top panel down the middle and pull it out to the side to connect it to the hair I just cut previously. Then I create a mohawk section, letting some of my fringe fall out before I start cutting the guide, because I didn't want to take out very much weight from what I had already done. Here I'm just using simple horizontal sections to connect the middle to the sides. So I am sure I put some product in before I diffused their hair, but I forgot to show the camera what products I was using in this video, and it was a couple weeks ago, so I forgot what we used. For texturizing, now that it's dry, I'm using my blunt scissors because that gives me the most control over how much weight I'm taking out. Cutting parallel to the hair is more for taking out weight, and coming in at more of an angle takes out a lot more and creates visible texture, and sometimes I do both. I'm putting in a couple of lines because I felt like we needed to spice up the haircut just a little bit more, and I always love having a line that cuts into the bulk on the back of a mullet, but to make it more interesting, I placed the line where it would be interrupted by their ear, and I really liked that look, so I did it on both sides. To help with volume and texture, I used Colton King hair powder, and then I used a little bit of some sort of paste or something to help piece it out, give me some more control. Freeze it all up with some hairspray, and then here is Rianne before, and here they are after. I love how this look came out. I think it suits their style, which is the most important thing to me. Check the text on screen for the scissors I'm using. Let me know what you think about this creative haircut in the comments. Share it with someone if you like this video, and I will get out of your hair now.